I want to discuss the topic of activation with my divine feminines, specifically divine feminines on a twin flame journey, divine love journey. So, first, activation happens on a level of you being activated to the journey, right? You meet your twin, you have your Kundalini awakening, and you start activating to the journey, right? At one point, you will start your activations of your gifts, right? For some of us, it will happen close to each other, those two activations, those two things. For some of us, it can be a year, long months, one between the other. There's really no rule to that, right? And what I specifically wanted to talk about is that period of time when you are activated to the journey, you're going through your first shadow work, stripping the layers of your shadows, working on yourself, walking the journey, discovering what it actually means. But you're not yet in your divine feminine, right? So you're not yet, as I like to call it, crossed the bridge. So the journey is still hard. You're still going through pain because you're surrounded by your shadows, because you're guided by your shadows, right? Moment will come when you will cross that bridge and it will no longer be painful. You will be in inner union, you will be in your divine feminine, you will live a life of service, you will understand that your life of service and your awakening is above your love story. So I always explain this crossing the bridge, that it's no longer your twin, your divine counterpart that motivates you to push on this journey. Push to heal, push to get better, push to heal your traumas and heal your shadows, because for a very, very, very long time, them and having them returning is our motivation, right? So in that period of time, certain things are very confusing. And I always say this to you guys in my readings and my videos, that I always recommend to starting to work with another divine feminine, right? So someone who has been through this, and now whatever you resonate with, either that's a coach, shaman, reader, whatever that is, right? So what I specifically wanted to tell you and to be a little bit careful with, because I've recently seen a video that another divine feminine, a beautiful girl, wonderful soul, and she said, she was like mentioning, how does it look like when you're getting activated to your gifts? It's like, oh, you know what it's like when you're divine feminine, you always have prophetic dreams, you dream about things, and then those things actually happen exact same way, right? So I've heard that, and I thought, it could be confusing for some divine feminines that are not yet crossed that bridge, right? So you still go in and out, you still have fear, you still have doubt, you're still motivated by your twin returning, you're still in longing. So you still have those moments that you can see certain content creators and you can see information online and be like, oh my God, I don't have that didn't happen to me, what does it mean? And again, everything happens for a reason. If we are sometimes guided to videos that can confuse us, that also happens for a reason. It might be a test. It might be that you have to go through certain challenge on your own and overcome it on your own. But what I wanted to say to you today is that it doesn't necessarily is the case. That's what the activation and who you are becoming as a divine feminine, it can be so different for each and every one of us. That's why I always say the only and the best way to know that you are a divine feminine on a twin flame journey is the fact that your twin awakens you to the journey of deep spiritual awakening, where you start to strip layers of your shadows, fear, traumas, past life traumas, right? And you see constant growth on your journey. Every time I say this, you look back 4 months, 6 months, you're a completely different person. You keep going through deaths and rebirths and transformations, right? But now the exact thing, the exact elements and exact activation and how it happens is so different for each and every one of us. So don't get confused by other divine feminists saying, oh, you know what's it like when that moment happens that you start speaking light language or that you start having prophetic dreams. It doesn't happen to all of us, right? Some of us are mediums, some of us are seers, some of us will become shamans, some of us will have, I never had prophetic dreams. I never had prophetic dreams. I had very vivid dreams. I had very lucid dreams. I think dreams and dreaming is a thing for divine feminines, right? It's also that connection with our subconscious mind, and sometimes how our higher self communicates with us. But not all of us have prophetic dreams, right? To me, it's like, yes, I would dream about my counterpart. I would dream, for example, I would remember in my dreams our past lifetimes, and I would wake up knowing that that is something that actually happened. It's not just a projection of my mind in my dream. But I never had prophetic dreams, right? So what I'm trying to say to you is that when we say that you're going to go through a journey of activations, right, alongside of your journey of healing and claiming your divine feminine throne, that will be different for every one of you, because some of us are meant to be twin flame coaches, and you will have coaching sessions with people and you will help people. Some of us will become energy readers and tarot readers. Some of us will become shamans. Some of us will become I don't know, you can give massages, you can do like a herb therapy, you can work with natural medicine, whatever that is. And some divine feminines, not all of us become shamans and readers and mediums and like, woo, magic. Some of us follow a path just to live that life of service and help others. So you can be a nurse, you can be a teacher, you can work with underprivileged children, you can be a humanitarian, you can be an activist, you can work with animals, whatever is it that you're guided to. That's why I always also tell you guys, Bashar's rule: act on your highest excitement to the best of your ability with no expectation of an outcome. That's not just for the divine feminine, but everyone on the healing journey. Again, I always say this: don't rely on videos, don't rely on collectives. Get yourself a mentor when you are on this moment, on this stage of the journey, when you're still confused, when you're still healing, right? The moment will come, a student will become a master, and you will be able to return the favor. But in the meantime, again, for however means you will be able to, right? However you will be activated to your gifts. But in the meantime, get yourself a mentor who will be able to guide you through this. Because sometimes as we talk through things, we can say something that is relevant for some and not relevant for others, right? So again, the key thing here is this journey of spiritual activation, deep spiritual awakening, where you walk the path of healing, of activations, of growth, of embodying unconditional love, right? And again, you will reach that point that you will know, no video, no mentor. It's like you will become your own mentor. You will be tapped into your own inner guru. But until that time, it can be very confusing. So discernment is very, very, very important, because this journey can be so different for each and every one of us. I hope this was helpful. If you have questions, let me know.